I was just talking about what Danica Marie Bell was talking about just now on my job. I was talking about how I've had a lot of black American women. Well, let me put it like this. The minute a black American woman finds out that you have a regular 9 to 5, she don't like you. I've had this, and see, the craziest thing is they complain about black men going to other races of women, but other races of women don't have a problem with working class black men. They don't. There's a guy on here. I haven't even finished the video, and you know, he had some posts that I can't remember. I saw this video somewhere else a couple of days ago. So I don't know if it was an Instagram, but he was talking about how he was homeless and whatnot, and all this, and all these black women were like, yeah, 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 I'll take you in, I'll take you in. But once again, when your average black woman finds out that I'm working 2 jobs, she's not interested in me. She's not interested, and this is what she's talking about. They love bums. Large numbers of black American women love complete. See, they are liars, large numbers of them. They are confused. They are mentally compromised because one minute they're talking about you have to be a 100% provider, but a whole large numbers of them will go for a man that's literally homeless, sleeping in his car. I've seen this my whole entire life. I was really shocked when I moved to upstate New York. I didn't even know men like this existed. Like, I met this one dude and he told me, man, this is so many years ago. He told me, he said, man, I've never had my own apartment. He was 30 back then. And I said, are you kidding me? And he said, no. And I said, well, what do you do? Do you live with your mother? He said, hell no. He said, I just go from black woman to black woman. He said, I never have a problem getting a black woman. He said, I'll live with one and she finds out that I'm cheating on her and I'll go be with that one. Like, this dude was an avowed perpetual couch surfer. He never had his own apartment. And I met a couple of other dudes like this, and I didn't believe. First of all, I did not even know stuff like this existed. Like, you've never had your own apartment? He's like, no. You've never had a light bill in your name? He's like, no. You never had a heat bill in your name? He's like, no. I just go from women to women. And I met a lot of guys like this, and they never go without a pussy. They never do. They never do. And this is something that only we can talk about this now in our modern day time, because when I was a kid there was no YouTube, right? There was no TikTok. We can talk about this now, but black women's a large number, not all, they seem to be attracted to mediocrity. They love mediocrity because a lot of them, they love control. They love control. They're not going to tell you this. Modern feminism is not about equality. It's about, these women want female supremacy. These women want men that they can control. How many videos have we seen over the years where it's always usually the same scenario? It's a woman that's way bigger than these men. This is another thing I've been noticing. These black men are always these really, really skinny dudes that are like 90 pounds soaking wet. And she's like 200 pounds and she's throwing him around. She's sitting on top of him and he can't get up and he can't move. It's about control. And when I walk down the street and people see me, They see a giant guy. They see a guy that's 6'1", 6'2" with my shoes, 250 pounds. And I used to hear black women say this about me in public. In particular, the dark skinned ones. They'd be like, he cute, but he's too big for me. And I didn't know what that meant. I did not know what that meant. And back then, when the dark skinned black woman looked good. She was younger. She was way younger than me. Maybe in her 20s and skinny as hell. And I wanted to hit it absolutely. And I had to think about it because I was in shape back then. I would say I was 225 pounds at 6'1". So I wasn't big like that. So then I had to think about it, and I was lifting a lot of weights back then. So I was a lot more muscular than what I am right now. What she meant by that is she could look at me and tell that she could not control me. She couldn't physically control me, so she definitely could not mentally control me. She could not mentally. So a lot of them, they want to be in control. They want to have a man that is their on command goon. I've seen this before. They want to have a man that is stupid so that they can order him to get into fist fights with other men, kill people. Yes, this is something that is not discussed. I would say a lot of these men that have went and did this and did that and shot somebody, they did it because their woman told them to do it. This is the Bible says that we would be in a matriarchy, and this is exactly what happens all the time. I would say the vast majority of men that are in the cemeteries, they're in the cemetery because a black woman told them to do something that he was not supposed to do. That is the truth. And like I left a comment to Mrs. Bell, there was a troll in her live stream today that was talking about her outfit and how she looked overweight. And I told the troll that she needed to stop talking to you like that. And like I left a comment, and your mods time me out for defending you. This does not make any sense, Mrs. Bell. I'm defending you, and then your troll, and then your mods time me out. I'm not feeling the love, black people. I am not feeling the love.